Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to my 2000, you know what, I can't even tell you this without my binoculars. 2983rd edition of Short Term Trading Live with Oscar. Well, because my screen is so little here, I'm not in front of my big screens. Traders, I'm coming to you broadcasting live from Australia. First thing I'd like to do is apologize for not putting out the amount of videos I normally put out every night or every day or however, the routine works with us. Videos always come out. We're here in Australia to present an OMNI. Now, I spared no expense. I rented a place for 2 weeks for over $10,000 because I told them we need strong internet. We're traders. I'm not renting this building without strong internet. And when we get here and set up OmniCamp, the internet's broken. It doesn't really work. So we've spent the last 2 days acquiring Starlink, setting it up, and now this place is rocking with Elon Musk's Starlink, and the show will go on, and my videos get to come back out. A special thank you to Wayne Hardy and his wonderful family for helping us acquire the Starlink. He pointed us in the right direction, told us the store to go to. Wayne, you've been such a host. Thank you so much, you and your great family. We love you guys. Thanks for helping all the Omniacs around the world to get me back up and running. So anyway, my apologies. Videos will come back out as usual, as normal. There was nothing I could do about it, but I did take matters into my own hands. I spent the bucks needed, and we're here to rock and roll, kids. So you're looking at my video number 2983. It's for trading on 10/15, Rocktober 15th, 2025. Traders, have we had Rocktober? Has it lived up to its name? It's been sick, right? But here's what I've got to tell you. First, trading is risky. We know that. Never trade without protective stops. I don't care if it's crypto, futures, stocks. Put your stops in first. Have a way out. Have an exit plan. These are dangerous markets. If you know how to do that, let's go to work. You're looking at the YM, the mini Dow daily bar. This represents the market. It's the Dow. And I'll tell you right now, Wall Street is not blind. They buy it every time we get to the trend line and every time we get to the average. And that looks like it's going to continue. And already we're getting buy signals in U.S. indices. We had a neutral for yesterday. We've got a buy signal for trading tonight to tomorrow in our U.S. indices. And if you look at this chart, you can clearly see that that makes sense. Now, why would the market be going up? We're going to get to that by the end of this video. There's many reasons, but I'll show you by the end of this video why we should continue to propel higher, even if every now and then during Rocktober, we get a little rock and roll downside. It happens in October all the time, Rocktober, if you will. So, mini Dow holding well. We've got a buy signal. We're looking to buy the dips and rally this thing. We had the flat top in the S&P. The market did drop. You saw the videos. And then I said, now we get to recover, and we are recovering. So rock and roll, you can't do better than that, kids. That's fantastic analysis coming from the Omni, presented to you. We've been on target with these calls for the last few days through that entire move, and hopefully Omni will stay precise for the rest of this week. So buy signals in the Dow. I don't know if I would touch the E-mini S&P or NASDAQ as quickly as I would want to be in the Russell and the Dow for now. I think NASDAQ and S&P will catch up and give us buy signals as well. Now, there's been a lot of talk about precious metals lately, and a lot of people have asked me about the metals, so here we go. Let's go look. Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you this. There are many big people out there lately, big people that have called the top in silver. And I hear that and I say, well, maybe these people should check with me first. I've been involved in silver and gold since I'm 18 years old, 44 years. I grew up in the silver and gold pits. I was there before there was even options trading in silver and gold. I was the first booth to have an options order in silver and gold. I know these markets, right? There are people calling the top in silver, and I am here to say one thing. There is a gold-silver ratio. There are many banks. Even though the ratio moves, and it's moved a lot lately, there are many banks for the last 30 years that hold lots of gold and silver. And I promise you, that ratio has to be maintained to a certain point, and silver has to move in sympathy with gold. It has to. That's that. It moves in sympathy with gold. There's a ratio. Banks are very, very large. They have lots and lots and lots of funds, and they've got to make sure that that ratio stays somewhat in line, even though it's opened up a bit in the last couple of years. So if you're going to call the top in silver, let me tell you about something right now. At least learn this. You cannot call the top in silver unless you identify the top in gold. You don't just call tops in silver without identifying the top in gold, because silver is not going to reverse unless gold puts its top in. And then silver will go first. It'll go fastest. But you're going to have to identify a top in gold if you're going to be brave enough to call a top in silver. And there is no top in gold right now. It could happen, but I don't see one yet. Gold is running, silver's running in sympathy with gold. Now, there is this. Silver is a byproduct of copper, of zinc, of mining lots of other metals, plus this silver mining itself. Plus, we've mined so much silver in this country during the wars when we first started developing our country. There's silver everywhere. So it's not really worth where it is, but it will stay in sympathy with gold. That's the reason why silver will drop faster when the top comes in gold. But traders out there, don't call the top in silver without identifying the top in gold. Come on, kids, a lesson from Oscar, you know what I mean? Call the main one first if you can find that, and you can call the byproduct. So sympathy, movement, silver stays in sympathy with gold. Yes, it whacks around a bit more than gold does, but it ain't going to become a bear market unless gold puts a top in. For you guys out there calling silver and gold, that's a gift from Oscar. Please be careful. Watch your calls. I don't want you to lose money on thinking you found the top in one market. You got to find them in both, okay? Be careful out there. What's next? Traders, this is one of the most fantastic things I think that's ever happened to us as a trading group. You guys have just killed it with me with our OMNI crypto, OMNI trading crypto. That is a daily chart since the day I started. And you know what happened 2 nights ago? These clowns came in and tried to test us. They tried to test the OMNIX and my resolve. They pushed it all the way down in one night to see if I would bail. You know what I did? I bought more because I'm here to protect my OMNIX. And you know what happened? I got phone calls and emails and stuff written in pump. They protected it too. The OMNIX came out and said, hey, if he's going to sell, we'll buy it because it's a viable currency. It's working really well. It's backed by Solana. You know, every single token I own, I paid for. But the price of Solana. None of these were free. I didn't get a single token for free. We're not a crappy meme coin that we created for free, a zillion coins that we get to keep, and when it goes up, we sell them out. I bought these before you guys did. Then I told you about it, and you've bought them, and we have maintained, we have shown the world that even if you try to push it down, there are enough OMNIACs around this world that believe and will send it right back up. Thank you, all of you. I love you, cats. I promise you I will protect you, and here is my proof. I have told you since the day I started this, only not a month ago yet, that I would not sell a single token unless I told my OMNIACs as a crowd we have reached a specific chart point that tells us it's time to take some profits. And then if the market drops, we'll hit another chart point and we'll all get back in as a crowd. And I will not do this without you. Look at the trades. There is not a single sale from Dev. That would be me. You see DEV, it's me. I have never sold a single contract. I've never sold a single coin, not a single token that belongs to the Omni. All I do is buy to support you cats and to support the Omni endeavor, if you will, the Omni, our Omni universe. So if you look down from the day I started buying, you will never see a red cell next to my name. I am here to do exactly what I told you I would do. I'm as honest as can be. I will support you because you support me. And I've got my OMNIACs who've known me for many, many years, decades at this point, around the world that are involved in this. And they're the ones, with your help, the new traders on Pump.Fun, that I am calling my OMNIACs as well. You guys have been fantastic. We love you. We love welcoming you to our Omni community. So thank you for that. And we will keep working the Omni token. And I promise to let all of you know if we reach a chart point that tells us charts are charts. Doesn't matter what we think or feel. When the chart says it's time to get out, we need to start getting out, but we're nowhere near there yet. Sit tight, kids. Thank you for your help. Now, what would make the S&P market continue to go higher, which is going to take the crypto markets higher with it? Let me show you that. Right now, you've got a situation that we haven't had in a while. We've got 30-year T-bonds going in the right direction. They are going up. When T-bonds go up, I promise you it works like this. When T-bonds go up, and there's no two ways about this. You can check with any economist on this planet. I am absolutely 100% right about this. When T-bond futures go up, interest rates go down automatically, whether Jerome Powell says a word. They say nothing at the Fed. Rates go down anyway when 30-year T-bonds go up. That's the way the world works. The United States economy, if T-bonds are going up, interest rates are going down. Conversely, if T-bonds are going down, interest rates are going up. Well, we've got Jerome Powell lowering rates. We've got T-bonds working their way higher. How on earth is the stock market going to go down? You know what I mean? You don't go down when you lower rates. Lowering rates is what happens when you want to push a market up, when a market's running into too much trouble and it won't go up, and there's some stuff going on, and there's a dragging economy, and there's unemployment that's bad, you start lowering rates and you jack up the market. When the market is strong and the economy is strong and employment is strong, I don't know why we'd be lowering rates right now, but we are. So rock and roll, we'll take the help. The market doesn't need the help, but we'll take it. But anyway, because bonds are going up, interest rates are going down, and every listed company on any exchange does better. Immediately, their bottom line is worth more if the price they're paying in interest gets less. It's inherent, it's automatic, it buoys the stock market. We are in rate lowering mode. We know that. If you think that we're going to have a down market, then learn something about how the world works, at least how our economy works. If the Fed is lowering rates, the market goes up. Have you ever heard the old adage, when the music's over, everybody runs for the exits in the markets? Well, you know what that means? When the music's over is when the Fed stops lowering rates. That's when the music's over. Well, right now the music's playing, everyone's doing musical chairs, and no one's looking to jump out the window yet. So while bonds are doing what they're doing, they will buoy the stock market. It doesn't happen one day to the next, but as bonds go up and interest rates go down, slowly that's going to push up the stock market. So this is fantastic help for our markets to move higher. I hope that helps, traders. It's my presentation for today. Be careful out there. We are buying dips in U.S. indices because the OMNI said after the flat top drop, we would recover, and I am here to tell you that. All right, traders, that's about it for now. I will stream on pump.fun as well. I thank all of you from around the world for tuning in and what you're doing with the Omni Trading Token. I've got your back. You've got my back. I've got all your backs. You've got my back. We're a wonderful team together. Thank you so much for that. All right, traders, so remember, when you are trading, keep your emotions out of trading. Do not make emotional decisions. Have a trading plan that is predetermined before you ever get into the markets, and follow that plan. Plan a trade, trade the plan as we do. It'll help you. If you don't know how to do that, livewithoscar.com is where I live and breathe every day. Especially when I'm in Vegas, I'm on my camera and microphone in my trading room, here as well, but more in Vegas, to help all of you around the world. Make sure you go to livewithoscar.com if you need help. For the rest of us, remember, stop sore emotions are rock and roll, traders. Thank you for tuning in. I'll keep putting out the videos. You can find me at livewithoscar.com.